Hello, my CNC brother or sister. I'm Garrett with IDC Woodcraft, and welcome to this short little video about CNC business. If you have a CNC machine like our long mill CNC router here, or any kind of CNC machine, and you want to start a business, this video is something that you really want to pay attention to, especially if you're just starting out in the business world. So there was a post in the CNC Entrepreneurs Facebook group that really grabbed my attention. Now I'll get to that post in a second. The CNC Entrepreneurs Facebook group is a group that I formed for you and I, people who want to build a CNC business, whether it's routers like our long mill CNC router here, or lasers or plasma cutters, doesn't matter. That group is there for us to help each other. So if you're not in the CNC Entrepreneurs Facebook group, down in the description below this video is a link to sign up for that. So I want to get to this post that someone had asked because it really drives home the point of why business and your approach into what you're going to do is so important. So the post went kind of like this. I'm brand new to CNC routers, but I do understand the equipment and I know how to run it. What I don't know is how to get started in business. And then they went on to say that there's a college in their town and they wanted to market to the college crowd. And so they asked the group, or in the entrepreneurs, what they thought that they should make to cater to that crowd. And everybody gave a whole bunch of ideas and suggestions. And unfortunately, that's not the right guidance. And you'll understand this why in just a minute. One of the things when it comes to business that makes or breaks business success is understanding the market that you're trying to tackle. So we're going to use this college crowd market as an example. So a lot of people put in the post, they can make this, make that. There are LED signs, which is really good for the college crowd, but lots of different things, but it's wrong. We're wrong when we're giving that suggestion when we don't understand the crowd that we're selling to or the niche that we're trying to get into. Every niche has its own likes and dislikes, and it's our job to do this first before we even decide on a product to make, which is research the group. Now, research sounds like a big word, but it's not. It's really easy. Number one, go talk to the college students or go talk to the people that are in the niche that you're in. Get to understand what they're passionate about and what they're not passionate about. Let's just throw an example of jet fighter pilots in the military. And I decide I want to go make stuff for them. I would bomb out because I don't understand their emotional tie to that niche. If I wanted to make something, I would have to go and interview them and really dive in deep with them to understand the thought process. And what's really most important is the emotional process behind it. One of the things with this whole thing is nobody buys stuff that we want them to buy. They buy the stuff that they want to buy. There's a term in the marketing world that the genius, the marketing genius is the consumer, because they're the one that tells you what they want and what they don't want. So coming back full circle, if we're asking a group that doesn't understand this particular college crowd, then you're going to bomb out because you don't understand what drives them. It's not as cut and dry as a college. This is what I want you to understand when it comes to this niching. Is the college an art college? Or is it a business college? Or is it a sports college? There's all different mindsets. So you need to cater to that type of mindset and that emotional value. So it's so important to hang out with that crowd for a while. Now, when I say hang out, go to a coffee shop if it's those kind of people, the college students, and talk to them. Have a couple of examples of things that you make or some pictures to show them and ask them, what would your crowd like to see? The other thing that you can do is go to Facebook groups where they're hanging out. In Facebook is like the gold mine of research. because all you have to do is scroll through posts and read the posts. And after a while, you're going to start seeing a pattern of what people are excited about and what they're looking for. And it's that excitement that you want to tap into, because that excitement is high emotional energy. And when people are in high emotional energies, they are far more likely to buy products related to that high emotion. Or let's use my sister, for example. She lives in Knoxville, Tennessee. So you have the Tennessee Volunteers, big orange tea, right? And at the beginning of the football season, everybody is pumped. Prime time to make something related to the Tennessee Volunteers. But if the team is starting to go down and not do so well, right? People aren't as energized. It kind of works like this. If they're doing good, we're going, yeah, my team, we are doing awesome. We are doing awesome. But when they start going down like this, yeah, those guys are not doing so well. We separate ourselves from it. We don't really have the high energy to it. So that's kind of a key element, is the timing in the market when you're going to approach certain crowds too. You want to get them at the high times. You won't do as well in the low times. But coming back to this, doing the research, you got to talk to your market. You need to understand their lingo. You have to understand their emotional values and what makes them buy in that emotion. What are they attached to with it? And so that's live and in Facebook groups. Now, I know some people don't like Facebook. When it comes to business, my personal attitude towards that is tough. It's a marketing tool to use to help your business grow. You don't have to have an account, but take advantage of what is on there. There's so many groups on Facebook for all kinds of niches that and people are talking. So you want to sign up to those groups and just pay attention, just spy on them. Just read, see what they're saying, see what they're excited about, and what they're looking for that they can't find. You'll start to get ideas. And at the same time, you can engage a little bit in the Facebook groups and say, look, I made this for myself. It happens all the time where people in Facebook want you to make that for them as well. But the whole point of this is, don't make anything. Don't choose to make anything until you understand the niche that you're in and you have actually talked to them. So when we're coming back to this particular post and all the answers that people had given them, it's wrong. It's going to misdirect that person, because they're going to get all these cool ideas and maybe get too many ideas because there's so many responses to that post that it might confuse them. But all the ideas are unfounded, because they don't understand that particular college group. If this is starting to make some sense, please give me a thumbs up, and I would love to see a comment down below of your experience of making stuff without doing the research first, and how you may have a pile of stuff. I got stuff sitting over there that I made with that same idea. Oh, I'm just going to make it for a Jeep crowd, a crowd I understand. But I marketed to that crowd in the wrong place the first time. The second time, I hit them right where they were, and I sold my stuff like crazy. That's because I took the time to understand where the market was hanging out and when they were ready to spend some money. That's the other thing. You want to catch them when they're ready to spend money, and that's when the energy is high. But give me a comment. I'd love to hear your experience on both sides of the fence of understanding your market, the niche and the emotions, and maybe talk a little bit about the emotions that you understand, so whoever is watching this, they can read your post and see what you're grasping at, what you're drawing out of that person's emotions to make your products around, and why you're having some decent luck with your sales. And I use the word luck. I shouldn't use that, because business is not about luck. It's not about just trying things. You always have to do your research first. Please don't waste your time guessing. You will have a hard time in business. All businesses that do their research up front always do better. Research is not hard. We live in an online world today, so there's people on Facebook, Reddit, forums, and offline at events. So I hope this has given you a little tip of one of the most important foundational things when it comes to deciding what products you're going to create with your CNC machine to get out into the market. You have to have a niche. Focus on a niche. And then understand that niche. Hang out with them. In their Facebook groups, it's the easiest place to hang out, because all you have to do is just take out your cell phone and read. And then go to the offline events or wherever they're hanging out. You just got to understand your market and what they're looking for, and you will do much better. Like, subscribe because I teach all about this kind of stuff, the CNC routers and how to design. And comment below, please. I'd love to see a comment. I'm Garrett with IDC Woodcraft. Let's do really good in business. Let's own what we own, our lives. Right? Create our business. That's our thing, where we can make things that other people absolutely love, and we can feel really good that we've given somebody something that they want. I hope you have a great day, and happy CNCing.